What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Fast. Today, let's get started with Alexander Volkanovski. Khabib, one of greatest despite UFC resume. UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski can't deny how much of a force Khabib was during his career. Many argue that former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov retired too soon. Nurmagomedov retired as an undefeated champion with 3 title defenses over Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje. But Volkanovski says the way Nurmagomedov ran through his opponents, where he submitted everyone in his lopsided title defenses, separates him from many other fighters. Khabib could have easily done it. You could just do it because of the fact that he was undefeated. But I don't care about undefeated. I care about who you fought. The way he won was so dominant. Even though he doesn't have as good a resume as some of the others. Even Charles has got as many wins as him, but he's got other losses. Khabib was clearly dominant in them fights, didn't take much damage, and looked much better than his opponents. Even though I believe in resume heavily, he's still right up there because of how he did it. I think Islam's got him resume-wise. Charles Oliveira fires back at critics of BMF win over Max Holloway. Charles Oliveira isn't letting the critics of his UFC 326 performance slide. Oliveira shared the Octagon with Max Holloway in a lightweight bout for the BMF Championship on March 7th. While some fans anticipated back-and-forth action, what they got was a grappling clinic from Oliveira. It ended up being a unanimous decision win for Du Bronx, and some fans were critical of the bout given that the BMF distinction was at stake. I came in to fight a guy that nobody had dominated. Nobody had taken down. Everyone who took him down, he would hit the mat and get right back up and then go on to do what he does. Point down with 10 seconds left and knock them out. I came into a fight where, with all due respect, I made it look easy. The best hands, the best kicks, I was the one landing. My ground game was flawless. He defended, sure, but my ground was impeccable. There wasn't a single moment where things got bad for me. I was the one who called him to the center and started landing. My hands got through. The only punch he landed hit my shoulder, and that's the one that threw me off balance. With the emphatic victory over Holloway, Oliveira moves one step closer to returning to the UFC lightweight title picture. He's a former champion in the 155-pound division, and he's hoping to capture the gold once again before he hangs up his gloves. Who Oliveira will be matched up against next remains to be seen. Dustin Poirier opens up about Zuffa Boxing rejecting Nate Diaz fight idea. Dustin Poirier recently opened up about proposing a boxing match against Nate Diaz to the UFC brass and getting turned down. Poirier and Diaz are 2 of the biggest names in mixed martial arts today. While Poirier retired from MMA after his unanimous decision loss against Max Holloway at UFC 318 last July, Diaz hasn't fought in the cage since his win over Tony Ferguson at UFC 279 in September 2022. Trust me, I already pitched it to them. Me and Nate Diaz, Zuffa Boxing, let's go. I think Zuffa wants to be taken seriously. They must hate money. They want to be taken by the boxing world seriously. And I think if you open that door of an MMA guy fighting in Zuffa Boxing, every guy on the roster, every girl on the roster is going to want to do the same.